Everyone, welcome to the show. I have more Trump regrets to share with you, more Trump voters who are entering the find out phase of their journey. Before I dive in, though, please do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button below this video. It is free for you. Really, really helps the show. Hoping to hit 200,000 maybe by the end of this month. If you guys can help out with that, it helps to spread the word, to get more eyeballs on this information. So I really appreciate it. First up is someone who tagged his POTUS account. So not real Donald Trump on Twitter, but his actual POTUS account on Twitter, and told him, quote, "Ban these COVID jabs for every American. Do you hate seniors? Ban these shots. They are unsafe and ineffective. I regret voting for you." 4 exclamation points. And then a woman named Deborah, she replied to an account that shares all of Donald Trump's posts. It's not his account, though, as far as I know. It just shares all of his stuff. And she wrote, quote, "But seniors are getting screwed. I keep hearing more and more people saying they regret voting for Trump. We were lied to." Another Twitter user, a woman named Lisa, she replied to a couple of people and she told them, quote, "I'm done with Trump and regret voting for him after he said that he will consider pardoning Diddy." Like I said, I was hoping that would make it into the mainstream, and it has. But you have to question, like, it's okay to vote for a sexual predator, but if that sexual predator pardons another sexual predator, that is a bridge too far. Makes no sense, I know. Next is a post from a man who's upset about Trump's plan to build a government database comprised of every detail about every single one of us as Americans. So this is a very real concern, and glad that MAGA has picked up on this as well. So this guy replied to someone and he said, quote, "Well, there is this Palantir cancer that Trump just gave the country that makes me regret ever voting for him." And then another person replied to a Twitter post which claimed that no one regrets voting for Trump. And this person told them, quote, "I regret voting for him, but no third party option was good either." Another person who uses Pepe the Frog as a profile picture, this person replied to someone and said, quote, "I'm a Republican and regret voting for Trump for his antics with tariffs. Don't deny reality. This is the truth." So, yeah, they're calling each other out. And then a woman named Nikki posted, quote, "OMG, I thought we were deporting criminals, question mark. This is all in caps, by the way. I'm so confused. I am starting to get annoyed. Do I regret voting for Trump? No. However, some of the ish that's been taking place, I don't fully agree with." I assume she meant shit, not ish. um, As I always ask, though, where were these people during his first term? He talked about deporting like 20 million immigrants. There are not 20 million immigrants living in this country who've committed crimes. So the math ain't mathin'. I mean, they just don't use common sense. Anyway, another Twitter user replied to the Mark Levin show. I think it's pronounced Levin or Levine. I'm not sure. Anyway, they said, quote, "I wish the president would support the Iranian people instead of negotiating with them. He needs to accept the fact that mullahs are snakes and they are playing him. He is so naive. I regret voting for him." But glad they're not racist. Glad they're not bigots. Another guy named Ben, he tagged Trump on Twitter and he said, quote, "At this point, the only reason I don't regret voting for @real Donald Trump is because the alternative was unfathomably bad." Again, was Kamala Harris the best candidate or my first choice? No. But she sure as hell would not be trying to turn the country into an autocracy right now. And she wouldn't be deporting four-year-old little girls with cancer or who need treatment in the US to survive. Uh, there's just no comparison. Next up is a person who replied to several people, including Richard Grenell. And for those who don't know, Grenell served in Donald Trump's first term. He was his national intelligence director. So anyway, this Twitter user told Grenell and CNN, quote, I regret my Trump vote. I voted for him 3 times. I now hate MAGA. Midterms will be a wipeout for Republicans as they are useless. All we got were Zionist owned sellouts, Indians, blacks, and gays. MAGA needs to be split up. This is not what we thought we were voting for. Again, don't like Trump for all the wrong reasons because of bigotry. So Trump's fealty to Israel, though, I mean, this is becoming a really big issue for him and his fealty to Netanyahu. It is costing him a lot of support. Case in point, a man named Michael replied to someone on Twitter and said, quote, I regret voting for Trump now. I thought he was going to do a better job than the Democrats with Israel. I was wrong. And another Twitter user told someone named Al, quote, shut the fuck up, Al. Trump lied to us. I regret voting for that fucker 3 times. Dems are objectively worse, but Trump has bent the knee to Israel at every turn and is on the verge of getting us into war with Iran because he can't tell the Jews to fuck off. Again, some of these people are just blatantly anti-Semitic, right? Blatant racists, not people that we'd want on our side, even if we're fighting for the same cause, and to stop the genocide in Gaza. This person is a perfect example. Their bio is filled with the most vile, bigoted crap. And then their Twitter handle literally contains the N-word. So this is the quintessential Trump supporter. So he can keep this one. You can have him, Trump. It's all yours. All right, guys. I will let you know, or I keep saying that by accident. Sorry. I have more Trump regrets for you later this week. So I will have those for you as the days go by. Keep a lookout for them. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.